My name is Bob Cook, and I work with the Assemblies of God national offices, and I am the Director of Senior Adult Ministries for all of the Assemblies of God. I have served as a pastor. I have been ordained with the Assemblies of God for 50 years, and I've served as a senior pastor. I've served as a youth pastor. I've also served as a professor of church ministries at a Bible college out in California. I've served as an administrative leader for the Assemblies of God in the Rocky Mountain District, which was comprised of Colorado and Utah. I've also led the Higher Education Alliance for the Assemblies of God. And so I've done a variety of things, but the last couple of years I've served in this role as leader of the Senior Adult Ministries. When 7 years ago, I stepped aside as the senior pastor of the church in Western Colorado. Because of the unique scenario of the transition, my son was elected to be the new senior pastor, but the board and my son had asked me to stay there at the church, and so we did, and I began the portfolio of directing the Senior Adult Ministry for Victory Life Church in the Grand Junction, Fruita, Colorado area. And so we just began to lead these seniors that we had served as a senior pastor before, and so that was our first taste of Senior Adult Ministry. And then we moved to the Springfield, Missouri area to semi-retire, but it was just shortly after we arrived that the leader of Senior Adult Ministries stepped aside. He retired, and the leaders came to us, and it was a God thing. We know that the Lord directs the steps of His kids, and so we've been involved here in the national office for 2 years now. In many of our local churches, especially in the Assemblies of God, the senior adults comprise a pretty healthy segment of the church, and they are influential in so many ways. And in many churches, you look at the income that comes from the senior adults, it is a very significant amount. And so I believe it is such an important facet of total church ministry. Yes, I understand that our children need a good foundation. Our young people are facing things, our students are facing things that no other generations have. I understand that we need those people. We need pastors to lead our kids and our youth. But I think the church makes a mistake if they forget or cause their senior adults to think, hey, they just take us for granted. So I think it's healthy for a church to provide some kind of ministry that helps focus senior adults on what they can do in the kingdom of God. Their lives are not done as far as their purpose in the kingdom. And so I think it's crucial that pastors want to have ministries for their senior adults. There are going to be those people, those shut-ins, people who don't have access to a computer. They may be totally shut off from the outside world in many ways, but Phone Live gives them an opportunity to just utilize a phone. And most every shut-in is going to have a phone. They have to have a phone to access things. This gives them an opportunity to be part of a church worship service, and it gives the church opportunity to be in contact with that person. And so I just see this as a wonderful way to include everybody, not just those that have a laptop that know how to do live stream stuff, but for those that aren't capable of doing that. If they have a phone, they can be plugged into their local church ministries.